Hello friends, welcome back. In this lecture we are going to talk about the grep command. Grep stands for Global Regular Expression Print. It is used to pick out the required expression from the file and print the output. It is quite simple. In a file you just want to know whether a particular word or particular pattern is available or not. If that is the case, we can check out with the grep command. So the command syntax is something like this: grep, pattern and file name. Let's go and execute this command. So I'm under root directory. I have few files over here, and let me take file 1 if any content is there. Sorry, file 1. So it has some content. I just want to grep that whether hello word is there or not in this file. Then I can use grep hello and file name. If that word is there, it is going to display the entire line. It is going to display the entire line. Yes, it found the hello world. If it is found in multiple locations, then it is going to display the all the lines wherever it find the hello. To see the more relevant example for this grep, I'm going to use one of the operating system file. We have a file called cat/etc sshd underscore config file. Okay, so this is the file. You can see here I'm using with cat and I am giving the full path, nothing but absolute path. Under root directory there is a etc directory, under etc there is a ssh directory, under ssh there is a sshd underscore config file is there. I can use cat only on the file. If this is directory I cannot use cat, I should use the cd. Okay, so if I open this one, this is a bigger file. I will directly go to the end of the file. You can see here, and I need to scroll up. Okay, so this is where we have started, right? Rather than this one, I'm going to use more command. You can see here, this is the first page, and also I'm going to search for this one, permit root login. Yes. So what does it mean? That if I want to log into this system as a root user, yes, I can log in as a root user. If I use this one, no, then you are not permitted to log in as a root user. So rather than searching like this, what I can do, I can just grep permit on /etc sshd underscore config file. Now you can see here in this particular file with the permit there are multiple lines are there, and among this is what I am looking. Now permit root login, yes, okay, it is there. It means that I can log in as a root user, because by using grep I can able to find it out. Otherwise, if it is a bigger file, I need to search for this particular option where exactly it is there, whether it is enabled or not. Now it is quite simple, right? I can identify that it is enabled. But the problem with this one is you can see the same patterns wherever it find, it is going to display. Here permit is here, so it is displaying here, and here permit is here as well, it is displaying here. Permit here, like this it is going to display. But same pattern if I try to give grep, if you observe, I have given caps p over here because it is a case sensitive. You must give the as it is. Now if I give permit with the lower case, and if I search for this one, you can see here no output, which means that with the lowercase permit there is no any keyword in this particular file. But this p, either it is caps or small, I don't know. If that is the case, we can use grep -i option. As I said, whenever we use flag, we are going to get some additional feature. Here -i stands for ignore case sensitive. Now I can give the permit either uppercase or lowercase. It doesn't care about it. Let me give the full uppercase permit. Okay, you can see here I have given full uppercase permit. Even though it is a uppercase permit, it is going to give the permit even though p caps and remaining small. Why? Because I just mentioned that ignore the case sensitive. This is how the grep command will work. Now we can embedded one more feature with the grep. That is where pipe will come into the picture. So usually pipe is used to combine two different commands in Linux platform. Let's take an example that ls-l. What does it do? It is going to display the list of the directories, whatever are there. Instead of this one, I am going to some other directory, that is /etc. Okay, if you see here, you will have lot of files and directories, right? You can see here lot of files and directories. But among these, I want to check out particular file or directory exists or not. Let's take an example that environment file or directory exists or not. I want to check it out. If that is the case, by using ls-l command and searching here doesn't looks good. In this case, we can use the grep command. But as I said, grep will work only on files. These all are not files, right? These all are just directories. Here we can use the pipe symbol to combine these two. So ls-l, what does it happen? It is going to display the content, then pipe and grep environment. So in this case, what will happen? Whatever output you are getting with the previous command, it treat it as a file. This output treat it as a file, and your grep command is going to take that as a file and it search for this particular word. And you don't require a file name over here. Why? Because your previous output is a file over here. Your previous output is file over here. Let's execute this one. You can see here it is displaying only environment, and you can see here it is ls-l command output, right? So this is how we can search for files or directories within our system. And it is possible through the pipe symbol. So usually pipe is used to combine two different commands. Let's use one more example, that is ls-l. If you see, there are lot of files and directories in this particular directory. Okay, where I am under etc. Among these, I just want to separate only directories. I just want to separate only directories. In that case, what I can do, ls-l pipe grep, I can give d, right? Okay, d nothing but wherever d is there, you can get those as a output. But we'll see what will happen. You can see here it give the directories, it also give the files which have the d. Wherever it find d, it is going to display that one, right? So this is the problem with this one. But we can just twinkle this command little bit, that is by using the caret symbol. This is caret symbol. Usually in keyboard it is shift 6. Shift 6 nothing but caret symbol. If you give caret symbol, what does it mean? That your grep command is going to search for d, and this d should be starting of your line. You can see here in these files, wherever the starting of line have d, it is going to get that particular directory. Now let's enter. You can see here you get only directories. Why? Because it is going to search for the d, but the d should be starting character of your line. Starting character of your line. That is how the caret symbol will work. Now let's execute this caret symbol on a file as well. Let me clear the screen and going back to my home directory, that is cd tilde pwd ls, and here we have a file 1, right? So here this is starting with the t, right? If I grep t file 1, it is going to display the two lines. Why? Because it found t here as well. If I give grep caret t file 1, it is going to display the where the t is the starting character of your file. So this is how we can use the grep command. These are the quite commonly used commands in the grep. That's all for this lecture. See you in the next lecture.